welcome to another video. This one I actually was playing, and yeah, come on the journey with me. Let's have a little journey down this page, because I love how it looks in the end, but it's not what I actually had in my mind. Now, this is a new stamp to me. It's a uniquely creative stamp, and I will have it linked below for you. I only bought it last week, so it's pretty new. I thought it reminded me of, and I've said this to you before, if you go to buy a stamp or something, a stamp or a die or whatever, make sure you can see at least 3 different ways to use it. So for me, I looked at this and I saw a Christmas bauble, I saw a ball of cotton, I saw what else was it? I saw a boiled lolly, I saw half a dozen different things. Anyway, but I digress. So what I decided to do was pull out my 49th and Market Spectrum Gardenia Classics. It's a 6x8 collection, and I got that from Crazy Craft Obsession. I'm not sure if they have any more. I haven't actually had a look, to be quite honest. Now, I went through and I stamped all of those out, and I just used my VERSAFINE ONYX black ink, and it gives me a nice crisp image. I was stamping them on my mouse mat so that it was squishy. I completely forgot that I had a stamping platform now that actually works, and it could have given me a much better result. But anyway, so then I decided I wanted to double mat my layout, and this is a piece of paper that I actually got in the advent calendar last Christmas from Crazy Craft Obsession, and this is the Cocoa Vanilla Studio Joyful Collection, and this page is called Deck the Halls. So I'm not sure if there's any of that left anywhere, but I love it. It's a beautiful color. It's got little stars all over it. Now, when I went through and stamped these out, I had all intentions, okay, of hanging the baubles all different lengths, putting some thread through it, and sewing it. That's what I was going to do. Somehow it turned into this. I don't know how. I don't know why I did that. I'm not sure. But I committed to it quickly because it looked good to me. And these are the photos that I chose to use. These are photos of Taylor years and years and years ago. And she was wearing her black Christmas shirt. And I just wanted to play with the stamps. I fussy cut them out. Super simple shape to cut, not an issue at all. I didn't distress the edges of them or anything like that. And all I'm doing is just squeezing a dot of glue underneath them just to hold them in place. I'm not actually gluing the edges down. So that way, if I decide down the track I need to tuck something else in there, I'm good. But something that's been bugging me lately is when I audition things on a page and then I pull it off, and because I've got so many of them, no one's told me that it makes them nauseous, but sometimes when I'm watching it back, I think to myself, man, what are you doing, lady? Like, just put it on or pull it off. Like, so for this layout, that's what I did. I just committed. Now, the trick to making these look more organic is make sure some of them go off the edges of your page, right? Not all of them. I don't mean cut it in half, just take the edge of them off the page, if that makes sense. Now, I'm matting the photos with black because I have a real thing, whatever my dominant color is on a layout, my dominant contrasting color, whether that is white, whether that is black, or an actual color, I feel like it looks better and more balanced on a layout if it's used 3 times. So I've got the black border, I've got the black stamping, Taylor's wearing a black shirt, and I felt if I just put that black border around her shirt, her photos, then it would be balanced. So then I pulled out, I remembered that I bought the glittered cardstock from Kmart. This stuff, guys, you got to get, if you can get yourself some of this. I bought 2 packets, but I got to tell you, it is the best stuff. The glitter does not come off. It's easy to cut. You can chuck it into, that's a collection, by the way. That's the collection the papers come from. But the problem is, I decided to go in here with silver, and I did silver glitter, and all the embellishments are gold. And yeah, I was coming in and I annoyed myself a little bit because I was trying to just do a few silver streaks on each bauble to give them, even though I wasn't attaching strings to them, I wanted them to look like, you know, when you open up to decorate your Christmas tree and all your baubles are all in the box that you store them in for 11 months of the year. That's what it looked like to me. Now, as the day sort of progressed, and sorry about my camera was having trouble because I was using the silver pen. It was having trouble focusing, and I do realize in a minute because I've got my camera up above. There you go. I put my hand there so it could focus on my hand. I do have a Samsung TV in front of me, and my camera feeds through that, so I can actually see real time quite easily. I don't have to look up or anything like that. So I did realize, and I apologize for if and when it does it again, because I try and keep my hand there because then it's got something to. I thought it would focus on the photos, but because the silver is so reflective, it was having trouble focusing. Now, this is when I realized I either need to go to town with the silver or stop. Well, of course, I went to town, didn't I? So I sat there. It was actually quite therapeutic. If you buy this stamp, and if you decide to do this, start in the center and work your way out. See how I'm doing it there? Now the next one. See how I start in the center and then go to the outside? It seems to flow so much better if you do it like that, rather than trying to do the outside layers, kind of like an onion going on the inside. Oh, this could be onions as well. Oh, I didn't think of that. They could be onions, they could be beach balls, they could be cat's eyes, they could be marbles, they could be strings, crocheting string, they could be boiled lollies, they could be your Christmas mints that you get. I'm giving you 1,000 different ideas of what this could possibly be. You could use this with a ball of string with a kitten. You could yeah, so many different ideas for a simple stamp like this. And that's what you've got to do. Well, you don't got to do anything, but if you're going to spend your money on a stamp or anything, like this stamp was only $4, like $4.50 I think it was. It's not that it's expensive, but I fall into the trap of constantly wanting to give you guys new content using new product that I find myself wanting to just buy. And I think we need to take a step back and go, actually, let's just rethink how we're going about everything. Now, stick around for this because I'm about to show you how I do drop lettering with my Creative Memory stickers. So this is how I do it. I go ahead and I put my title down completely in silver, and then I come back over the top of it with the same font in a different color. So this one I'm doing black, and I'm doing my offset exactly the same as I do when I'm writing my letters. So for me, it's easier to have the shadow part on the bottom left. That way, if my brain always thinks shadow bottom left, it will always be done that way. And that's what I do here. You can see I'm just moving the black letter up and to the right a little bit. That way my silver shadow is on the bottom left. And that's how you can create some really cool effects. And if you can get your stickers, I know there was, who was it? I think it was Doodlebug. Just bought out a stack of new stickers, or was it, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Doodlebug. They just bought out new sheets of letters that are like that. And because not everyone has the ability to order from Creative Memories. And those stickers, by the way, they're mine that have been in my stash for 20 years. Those black and silver ones I used in my wedding album back in 2007. So, and they still work perfectly fine. Now, I am going to town with some pearls, because what I actually realized as I was working on this, originally I was thinking baubles, but then I thought, you know what? The night that we took this photo, we were actually downstairs, and we were downstairs at my mum and dad's place, and it was just one of those nights where everything was just bubbly and everything was happy, and you know, those sort of Christmas, I think it was about the 28th actually, of December, and we were just cruising, doing our thing, nothing exciting. And that's what I decided to do with the layout. I thought, you know what, why don't I, instead of creating baubles with it, and I will revisit that, and I will do that on a different layout for Christmas this year, these baubles, I will come back to that, but I'm going to just embellish this and think of bubbles, just bubbles of gorgeousness. That's the direction it went in. And I don't know about you guys, but if you sit down to scrapbook and you're sitting there for ages staring at your piece of paper, your 6 photos, how do I get the 6 photos onto the page? I need to find a sketch. Then you go down the sketch route. Then you go down, I personally can't follow sketches, just FYI, but I'm way too squirrely to follow a sketch. Now, for me, I like to, you can go down that route. If you're looking at the photos, because that's what you've got printed, and you've got this particular paper pack out, stand up, walk out of the room for a minute, make a cuppa, come back in, and release your expectations of what you think you have to create the layout with. So this one, it's about Christmas. So you instantly think, well, it has to be reindeers, Santa Clauses, has to be red and green, it has to be Christmas trees and presents everywhere. Take that out of it. What were you feeling on the night? We were feeling bubbly. We were feeling happy. We were just, you know, there was soft drink flowing. The kids were having some soft drink and the bubbles, and they were happy and laughing. And why can't it just go that direction? Not every layout has to be, as I say quite often, Christmas vomit. It doesn't have to be. It can just be some fun. And that's what this layout turned out to be. I was struggling at the beginning because I was trying to turn them into baubles on this particular page. Does it mean that I won't be able to create them down the track? But on this page, this is what ended up working. I used some liquid pearls, I used some of my flat back pearls, all the different bits and pieces, and it came together, and it's got texture, which I love. It's got visual texture. They're gorgeous photos. The title just pops. I'm happy with it. And you know what? That's what some pages have to be. That's just how they are. So I'm just doing a quick flick here to show you. Yep. And then I realized, do I want to put some glitter on there? And that's when I went, yes, actually, bubbly, glittery fun. That's what this is. So I pulled out my Stickles silver glitter, and as soon as I sprinkled that, all I'm doing is, I'm not even squeezing it. I'm barely allowing any to come out, and it's come out like tinsel. That's what it looks like. So I absolutely love how it's finished off. So here's the close-ups, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Share my page if you got value out of it. share my page to other people. You know, they may be my channel, you know, they might be looking for someone to give them inspiration. And I've also got in my description below, I've got my Facebook and my Instagram links, which will have all the photos and you can communicate with me, etc. Not to mention I have my buy me a coffee link as well, in case you would like to support the channel and buying some more supplies. Thank you so much, guys. I will be back with another video tomorrow. Bye for now.